In part 5, I finished top gums, as in this thing right here. So now I'm going to start working on teeth, so let's see how I can do it. Okay, so let me go to edit mode again, and I'm going to shift A to add a cube, a very big cube. I'm going to turn this off because there's no need to have it on right now. And I'm going to turn off clipping because, well, you can see that half the verse is on one side and the other half on the other side. So I'll scale it down the normal way this time, so not use the skin modifier from part 5. Now I'm going to go down and make sure they're the right size. And it needs to be small, so let's do it. Let's do that. Okay, so now, actually might be too small. Anyways, I'm going to do this, so, oops, don't kick my microphone again. So I'll make it taller by just doing that. And yeah, I'll make it this, like, narrow in that direction. So now next thing I'm going to do is this. Let me just subdivide it like that. And then now I can just take this top vertex and delete it like so. And then just press L over this. Yeah, so put your cursor over the thing you want to select, and then press L and it will select that. And now I can just right click and I'm going to smooth vertices. And let's see. Yeah, I think one's about the right amount. And now I'm going to do this. So select this right here. I'm going to pull it up and actually I'm going to do this. Scale this down and then scale this thing way down to make it kind of sharp. And of course pull it down too. And now, before I continue, let me do this. And you see why soon. Okay, so Control E to mark a seam. Yeah, I'm doing this now because, you know, teeth is not just one tooth in a mouth, because that would not be very effective. So, they'll have a lot of teeth. So, because I've been duplicating a lot of times, it's good to have seams now so you don't have to worry about it later. And before I continue farther, let me do some of the gums. So, in this case, well, there's no face over here because I deleted part 5. So I could just do this. Mark seam here. And that should work. Okay, so now let me just do this after I take another break. Okay, so I'm back and, well, look at it now, it looks too small. So let's make it bigger by doing this. Okay, that should work. So here's what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to take this tooth, I'm going to duplicate and put it down. And you see why later. Okay, so now I can just take this over here. Actually, no, sorry, I meant this one. Take this one and put it over here. And because I now have it off the center, I can just turn on clipping and it won't really cause issues here. So I will need to hide this though because otherwise we get away. So I'm going to rotate this right like this though. And then of course duplicate this. I think you know where I'm going, so I'm just going to do this. And then one more over here. Luckily, I actually have just the right amount to make it to the very end without being too much of a gap. Okay, so now I'm going to unhide this one and okay, I made a mistake here. So the mistake is, well, 1, vehicle allowed, and 2, to get exactly the same like height, I'll have to do this. Copy this. After selecting this one tooth, I'm going to copy this and then select this one and then paste it here. And now it's fixed. Of course, I'll need to do this too. Actually do this one. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm gonna have them overlap, and you see why soon. And I probably should have made it smooth. Oh well, I'll take care of it later. Nope, that's not it. So, one way to tell with the line and stuff, if you look over here, yeah, this was about a line, so let's continue. And I think that should do it. Although, I might need this too, just in case. If it's too much, I can delete it though. Right now, I'll just do that as off-center. Let me just... Actually, something's actually off, so let me just do that. Anyways. Oh, I should probably do this too, because otherwise, floating teeth, I don't know how you can do that. Okay, that should work. Now, let me save this so I don't lose my work. And now I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm done making this teeth, the gums and the teeth. Now let me just unhide this, and then this, and see how it works. Oops. Yeah, sometimes this method doesn't work very well, so... And the reason why is because I have this down too low, so I could just take it up and hopefully fix that problem. And also, let me try this. Okay, so... Yeah, so I do admit, I always had trouble with the teeth and gums because I just don't know a very efficient way of doing it, so it's as good as I know right now. If you can tell me a better way, I'd like to know. So let's just do this. And see if this will work. Let me just do this though. Okay, anyways, I just press X and you see why soon. Okay, so let me try this. So let me just duplicate right now. And then right click to put it in the same place. And then scale it on the -1. And now I'm going to move this down. And then scale it down and see how it works. You know what? He's going to have to be hidden. Sorry. Okay, so now I can just do this. Let's hide this again. And plus that and see how it works. Oh yeah, because I scaled it on these things, well, I'll worry about it later because right now, make sure this is actually fitting correctly. Well, that's about as good as I can get with this. I can maybe go up though. Okay, so I think that should work. So let me just now take these two. I'm going to first Control J to join them. And I'm also going to, well, apply to scale because otherwise it's going to cause you issues. Okay, so now here comes another part coming up soon. I forgot something important. So because with the bottom one, I just scale it in a net direction, and for some reason, this is what happens. So if I go to edit mode, so click over here and turn on face orientation. Yeah, so if it's blue, that means that it's facing out, and if it's red, it's facing in. And see, the top ones are correct, but the bottom one is incorrect entirely. So I'm going to have to do this. Luckily, this shouldn't take too long. All I have to do is, well, first, let me just select everything, press period, so that I can prevent that until later. So I can just do this. And then Control L, and it says everything that is attached to what I have already selected. So now I can just do this. I mean, go to mesh and then a lot of people just, well, I mean, a lot of people will click on this. I mean, this one right here. And yeah, you could do that, but in this case, I'm just going to do flip because it's exactly the opposite of what I want. So now it's the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, always make sure you know it's the correct direction. Otherwise, it's going to mess up in the long run. Okay, so now I can just do this. So let's bring back these two right here. Actually, oh yeah, I forgot I could just do this. So now I can show you why I have these like this. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to select this one right here. So every two of these sections. Not that one though. No, not that. Yeah, it's hard to select them when they're so close together. And of course, you might think select this one. Nope, because then the whole double thing would be pointless. Instead, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to press delete. So now you know I had like that. So you now have some kind of triangle thing. Or, yeah, you can see what I mean. And of course, before I could end this part, because it's over 10 minutes, I need to do this. Okay, so Alt S. Nope. I have to do this. Oh yeah, so another thing I should tell you is that if I do this, it makes it go up, and I don't want that. So what you do is copy this first, and then Alt S, and then paste it here, and now it is in the right spot. Anyways, I'm going to save this, and that's all for part 6.